Okay, first matter, Officer Furlan, is Charles Lewis. Mr. Lewis, you are charged with disorderly conduct. How do you plead to that charge?
Not guilty.
Not guilty?
Not guilty. Not this time. The last time I was.
You are also charged with failure to move. How do you plead to that charge?
Not guilty.
I'm reading the police report, and I'm going to tell you that if the allegation in this police report is true, that you're going to go to Cranston for a vacation. Do you know what that means? That means you're going to go to the ACI. If the allegation in this report is true. Evidently, according to this report, there was a woman police officer, and you said to her, according to the report, you white, and then some expletive that I will not repeat.
Okay.
I wish it were you who got killed, you white, and then you swore again.
No,
Now,
sir.
if that's true, if that comment is true, if you made that comment to a police officer, based on that, and based on your record, you have an extensive record. I have 10 pages here. I won't bore everyone by going through it. It takes the time of the court. And you've been incarcerated before, so
Can I speak, Your Honor?
you can speak.
The police officer, first of all, the police officer who I had a problem with was a male police officer. He saw me at Dunkin' Donuts twice. He said, if I see you out here again, I stay at a shelter in Cranston. He said, if I see you again, I'm gonna put you in jail. So I tried to avoid him. He saw me again, he jumped out the car, he slammed me up against the car, and he said, you black nigger bastard. He said, you black nigger bastard, didn't I tell you I didn't want to see you down here again? He's the person who I told that I wished it was him who got killed. It should have been him. I told him my arm was broke. He took my arm, twisted it behind my back. I got a fractured shoulder. He took my arm, he twisted it behind my back. He said, I could give a shit less. He did it again when he got me down to the police station. The same exact thing. He took my arm, twisted it around, right in front of his sergeant, whoever was in charge down there. He called me a black nigger again. This officer had it in for me, didn't want to see me down there, thought I was ignoring him, and I think he was overzealous in his thing. He's the one who wrote that report, and that's why he had to write it that way, because I said I was going to tell the judge. I said, I'll tell the judge, or I'll tell my lawyer exactly what you said, and you said it in front of your sergeant. The sergeant says, well, I didn't hear anything. I said, well, then we'll see, because I'm going to say it. He says, well, if you say anything, I'm going to beat the shit out of you every time I see you. Every time I see you downtown, you're going to get the shit beat out of you. That's how it went down.
Has this police officer arrested you before?
No, what he did was he stopped me twice and said, get off the streets. Get off the streets. So he got mad because he saw me again on the streets. I was on my way to catch the bus.
Are you the same Charles Lewis who was charged with simple assault a couple weeks ago?
Yes.
And malicious mischief?
Yes. And I pled guilty to that, Your Honor, because I was wrong. But I didn't do it.
And a number of other arrests, including having sexual intercourse with a child.
No, Your Honor, that's in Minnesota. That's what they call statutory.
And terrorist threats, and criminal sexual conduct in the first degree, and a number of others. Are you the same person?
My name is Charles Lewis, yes, Your Honor.
How long have you lived in Rhode Island?
For about 2 years, a year, maybe 2
Do you
years.
have family here?
Pardon?
Do you have family living in Rhode Island?
Just cousins.
Okay. Pleads not guilty. On the failure to move, I'll release him in personal recognizance. On the disorderly conduct, $100 cash bail. I find that he's at risk to flee. Matter will be set down for trial before me. Officer Furlan. Matter will be set down for trial on my calendar.
Yes, Your Honor.